Hello everybody, this is Midnight of Midnight Gaming. Welcome back. Last episode we started actually using our cows for something. Not a lot, but it's still something. It's better than we were. Today we're going to finish off something I started on at the end of the last episode. I started it way too late to actually be starting a project of some sort, but I know you guys will forgive me. We're gonna throw that down. We're gonna pick them up. This, and we're gonna put them here. There we go. Alright, and now I need what's FL would conduits 3 is more than enough because I just need to go what I think count and start behind you. Conduit for everything. Copy conduit probe settings, place it. Okay, there we go. All good. All good. Didn't break anything too long. Alright, boop. Boop. Okay. North. Don't have float conduit here yet. There we go. North. On the fluid line, we're going to insert. And coming up here. There we go. We'll do that. We're going to extract on green for the moment. Because we're inputting on brown here, so we're going to extract on brown for the always active, and same here. Okay. This is we're going to insert on green, and here we are going to extract on green. No inserting, and we're not going to do anything with items. So when this makes a cow, one of babies, it'll drop it into here. And from there, it'll get processed. But we want some hog nuts for quickly. I realized I hadn't taught any of the kids yet, which was my big mistake. I want to teach that one. I don't know what's on me at the moment. This one with a few S. Because I know I don't know how to make fuse cords, but I'll teach it at some point. Kit. Signalum. That one's going to be difficult. And that one, followed by that recipe. I don't know what I do and don't know at this point. There is so much stuff that I do and don't know how to make. Okay, I have one bottle. What do I need to make this? I need Signalum, Enderium, a few different gear types, a lot of different gear types. Okay. Can I get 2 of these? No, because I don't know bronze gears. Recipe, bronze gears. Boop, boop, boop. Bronze. Don't know how to make bronze. Recipe. Bronze powder. There. Go. Boop, boop. Boop. This way you use this here. Get this. And this. You get this from this. Pulverize copper. Then. Yeah. Alright. First off, this is our crusher. Okay. Crusher very clearly needs more love than I have available to give it at this time. Dust goes here, you go here, and you get thrown into the smelter. Where's the furnace? Then I get stack leech. Uses and fashion. 3 and 3. That'll help that go. It's now silver gears, which aren't too hard to make. Silver gear. Blink. It's these more for speed than anything else. Actually, I want one of these and one of these. Like here. And come on, hardened gear. Let us go. What are we waiting on? You're making the bounce now. Okay. Here we go. Let's go to the basement here. There we go. You're getting refined fuel. And you're going to get an augment. And you're going to get an augment. And you should have some tar in you now. Which I don't know what the use of tar is. They can be used in place of coal, it looks like. Or slime balls. Pretty sweet. Or put into a steam dynamo, which is also pretty cool. Okay, compression dynamo, um, fuel and coolant. Okay, what counts as the coolant? Um, if you don't say. Okay, let's get a sink. Can I autocraft those? No, I can't. Why can't I autocraft sinks? This seems like a design flaw. Yeah, sink, please. Thank you. Yes, I know there's another sink somewhere nearby. Here we go. So now I want to look at augment, and then dynamo increased output. Okay, we're gonna go here, nothing here. Machines processing speed, secondary output, secondary nullifier. We'll get those later. Flux anodizers, universe can process onto them. Different things can be processed. Pulverizer. Efficiency for the induction smelter. I don't know if letter Z is going to do there, so let's get rid of that. Uh, Photogenic out isolator. Chance not to consume fertilizer. It's pretty cool. Not all saplings are compatible, but allows for trees. Photogenic isolator. Non-fertilizer inputs not consumed. Allows for the creation of currency for the compactor. More compactor. Mag crucible. Fractional still. Different fractional still. We'll probably get into this one at some point. Also, us make potions, which would be pretty cool. Jack Fuser, that's quiet. Allows for rapid charging or of flux capacitors. It's not bad. Sequential fabricator. I don't use those typically. Add the fluent tank, which is pretty cool. We actually might use those. Water is no longer consumed in the Angus extruder, which is pretty cool. Allows for the creation of secondary rock, increased output, increased efficiency, dynamos, side accessibility. Not too bad. Prevents RF loss. It's not bad. Converts applicable dynamos to a steam boiler. Not making steam. Greatly increases power generation. It's for the steam specifically. Magmatic compression. Coolant is no longer consumed for operation. This is what we want. Ooh. Only refined fuel feed light. We aren't using gasoline or elemental reactions. Yeah, so we want that one. Okay, can I make it? Yeah. What do I need? This. I can make pyrothene dust. That's not bad. Copper plates, redstone thing. I need what's it called? Ingots. No. That one. Electrum. Yoink. Signalum gears. Do I have signalum of any sort? I do, but I have one. Signalum comes from copper, silver, and redstone. Copper, silver, and redstone. You. This is looking a lot nicer, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Copper plates are copper. Bunch of iron plate. And this. There we go. So that'll significantly increase how efficient this whole system is, which is awesome. There we go. And there's another power generator, which is awesome. I like different things that generate power, because if we make more power, I don't have to worry about it. So that should hopefully hold us for a little bit. We're making 200 RF tick, but we're already decreasing this. So I remind you that refined fuel makes 1.5 million RF tick, or RF total per bucket. And we've got this system just generating what we need. We're going to get a lot of tar, but that's okay. We'll get tar added to our drawer system at some point. Probably right now. Oop. With a void upgrade on it. And we're actually legitimately, I'm just gonna place it right here. There we go. Okay. What did it do? Grab my key upstairs. There we go. So now as we get tar, it'll just go into here. And it'll automatically void. So we don't have to worry about it even backstuffing. Which is cool. It's just another power generator. Is this super necessary? No. God, no. We don't need to do this. We have enough power as it sits. Will it be super necessary at some point sooner rather than later? Probably. Um, I want to look to see if we make spawners anyway. We can. Okay. So spawners aren't too bad. I think we got it back in it, don't we? We do. So that won't be too bad once we can get that. We can make spawners, which do have an EMC value, so we can actually do those pretty cool. And then I can train them for things. We can make specialized spawners that just, we can make these powered spawners. Uh, what's project intelligence? I want to look up conduit. No, if I go over here, open it inside here. Yep, close. In project intelligence. Ender machines. No, Ender power spawner. Okay. Climb with spawner. Enderman cost multiplier times 10. Doesn't actually tell me what the benefits for doing it this way is. Um, there we go. I like that better. Does not tell me the benefit of using chicken. Okay, whatever. I don't get the point of different recipes. But we'll make some spawners probably, and we'll put them in our spawn area. So I do want one of my tasks right now will be to redo the mob farm because the mob farm kind of doesn't work right again as usual. That mob farm kind of did not go long. Well, you're not extracting. I'll figure that out here in a minute. You have gold. Bucket. Please. Thank you. And filter. How many of you guys realize I ordered the wrong filters? Because I didn't until just now. Also, that was super quick. I love that. That was awesome. That that was super cool. Okay. Insert on brown, whitelisting, demon metal. This one is set to extract on brown. Always active. Okay. You are currently still full of demon metal, and oh, I know the problem is. Always active there. Demon metal. Not in here yet. Think. There we go. Gold. Brown. Yeah, that's another cow set up. Um, yeah. So gold will just do that to it, and we'll have another block of demon metal here. There it goes. Awesome. We'll just throw gold down here too. You can't have too much resources, right? Right. I'm gonna say yeah, because I don't think you can have too many resources. Resources are always good to have. We'll start those up for now. The metal's gone. That's no longer a concern. Throw those in there for the moment. So we will do those barrels or drums when we are doing things like destabilized redstone. 'Cause having that is useful, but I don't know. Destabilized redstone is useful. It's used in fluid transposer and make electrum and flux electrum and turn and make flux crystals for armor. I don't know why we'd want this, honestly. This armor is not as good as the one we're currently wearing, nor armor that we will be acquiring at some point. This is better, but not good. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. So I don't know why we want to do that one, but at this point, but we have lots of options. That should say okay. There we go. I say that should say destabilized redstone there. It's like a yeah reservoirs. If I'm not mistaken, we can make some of the creative stuff this season. I forget though. But so having some of this stuff, it will be very helpful to have destabilized redstone. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, I can make redstone gears like that's good to me. All right, but for the moment, we're not going to worry about it too badly. Um, yeah, that's our cows. So, yep, cows are just going to work like this. It's pretty cool. All right. From like chickens and you two. Nice. All right. Where are we at time wise? Okay. So we got the cows going. Like I said, I will do a lot of that off camera now that I've shown you guys how it's gonna work. Basically, all these cows are eventually gonna get represented in there. Osmium, platinum, pulsating iron would be nice to have. Tonic petroleum. I don't know what that's used for. DC? Yeah, DCT. There it is. Useful for okay, it's used in with the tectonic initiator to double some ore. It increases some ore drop stuff. Reactant dynamo also makes a little juice, not enough to actually justify it, in my opinion. But so we probably won't use that one. But like seared stone, probably won't use that either. Resident ender, obviously, we'll use that because now I don't have to melt ender. That's a way to make ender pearls. Pink slime, useful. Um, make pink slime ingots without having to go through the process of making melting pink slime. I forget how you melt the pink slime, but yeah, it sounds. Oh wait, no, that's done elsewise. The alloy be super useful because we've already shown that we making the Vid alloy is possible, but unnecessary. Tin, steel, all that stuff. So we'll eventually get all these going. Um, like then we can stop making like the vivid alloy. That's something we taught how to make. Crystalline alloy. Night slime. Night slime. Mm. So some of these will not just nothing will happen with them, but some will get full cow room treatment. And eventually the Infinity Cows will be going nicely. Not right now, apparently, but soon. I hope. Yeah. Next hour we'll have a bucket. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. That's not what I wanted. Okay. How are we doing? How are we doing on quests? We haven't checked on quests. At least not in an episode. Um, I will go down to fluid storage line. I have a plan for this. I just haven't yet. This actually probably will be what we work on next episode. We'll get this whole thing done because I want a 64 fluid cell for one very specific reason. Although I might just switch it over to a black hole tank at some point. I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing. Control sleeve may not be the worst idea to knock that out real quick. Control slave. I forget what all it's used for. It's just nice to have different pieces. I'd like to get all these quests done at some point. We'll have to make it in Chancer, or this requires empower, and we have that on our list of things to do. We just haven't done it. Like our dye seeds or stabilizer. Did I ever do that? Or was I still working on something? I think I was working on getting something built up. Or might have been getting flux cleaned out. I don't remember. We'll touch this in a minute. Nothing's queued there. A little bit there. Yeah. Are we looking on time? Not super grand. Another thing I would like to get working on in the next future episodes is upgrading this thing, because we aren't storing a ton of dues. We're only storing, what is that, 8 million, which isn't a lot. I think this is going to become our local storage, and once we get the awakened chickens up to full power, which will happen very soon at this rate. I like this one. Good God. You are so slow. Bone and clay chickens. I don't even know what you're making. I forget. It's been so long. Uses. What are you making? Tin. That's right. We're going for brass. It's been a year. It's been a year if it's been a minute. Good grief. Put blaze in there because I don't want to keep carrying those stupid things. Wow. This has been slow as heck. Hey, look, it's another white chicken. Oh gosh. Okay. Um, kind of mad I can't accelerate this thing. That'd be sweet, but that's probably the reason you can't. Um, Draconic, I want to go down the Wyvern armor line and get to the Draconic tier stuff again. However, that will require fusion crafting, which we don't have. Because I don't have Draconium going. It's my geniusness. We don't have Draconium chickens to 10 yet. Although they're getting there. They're moving. Not quite as well as the Awakened Draconium, but they're moving. Oh, we'll need a lot of this because I want to get one of the big power cores again. Like we had last season. Doink. E. Alright. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? We're looking. Okay, just 30 seconds. So, we do have all this stuff in here too. Forgot about that. Alright. Yeah, so I think next episode what we're going to do is we're going to modify, not this room for the umpteen trillionth time. Because frankly, it barely works. Um, this room sucks. And I think it's time to fix it. And then it's not going to be hard to fix. I just have to do it. Which is part of the reason it hasn't been done yet. Also, I'm about to break my pickaxe for at least the first time in a very long time. Oh, I didn't! Hey! Yeah, so we're gonna just throw that up. Throw that in, throw that in. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be next episode. Hope everybody enjoyed, and take it easy.